Welcome back. This is the week 9 the old fam recap. How we doing?
W for me, baby. I think I'm leading this league nowadays.
Also W for me. I'm 6-3. You're 7-2. Did just want to point out to you that I currently have the most points scored in the whole league, so I think I'm actually leading the league. I have 24 more points scored than you, and I have more than 100 points more scored against me than you. I'm still only one win behind you, so kind of feel
But
like
but but what's your record?
Well, here's the thing. Did I pick you to win this coming week? I did. You know what? I changed my mind. Sean's gonna fucking beat you this week. Give it to him,
I could
Sean. Kick
I
his
could see
ass.
that. I could see that as a very real possibility. I think Sean's the only cousin who's still setting his lineup. So
Could be. Oh, wait, really? Did we have people not setting their lineup last week again? I could have swore when I was looking through the points on people's lineups that there wasn't any like bye weeks left in, and it didn't look like there were many zeros, but I could be wrong. But
mm,
anyway,
I see Christian Kirk, Damian Pierce, and Drake London all putting up zeros on Nathan's team.
oh man,
Probably could have beaten Shan to tell you the truth.
oh man.
And Benny Do.
Well,
Oh, Benny just had an unlucky week. He actually had all players who started, so
yeah, Rip
I take that back
Bijan.
on. I take that back on Ben.
Rip Bijan Robinson. Um, Not Rip because he's not dead or injured or anything, but he's just Arthur Smith is just a war criminal. Doesn't know how to use good players. Shannon, don't give up. Ben, don't give up. You guys still have a 1% chance to make the playoffs. So
Oh, they're not like fully eliminated
it
yet.
says 1%, so there must be a chance still. Sean has a
So
nice 10%
weird.
chance, and Dad has a 7% chance, but I think I'm about to destroy Dad's hopes and dreams this week. He's about to drop down to a 2% chance. Hi, Sarah! Oh, there goes your door. Sarah cameo
Um,
coming in hot.
we're talking too loud.
She's gonna watch this later just so she can watch herself walk into the room.
I
It's at minute 2:17 or something.
I'll let her know.
Okay. Um, all right, let's go over this real quick. Okay, so I took a nice little W against Christopher. I was actually super worried about that. Mom got a win, squeaked by against Elizabeth. That was a very close game. Shannon, oh, you're right. Wow, they both had good weeks. Shannon put up 113. That was the second best
Oh shit. I don't know
out
if
of
I just
anybody.
lost internet for a second or if you did, but you just totally froze for me.
Um, well, it'll either have recorded on my end properly or it won't have, and yeah, whatever. We're just going over who won. Shannon got her second win of the season. Good job, Shan.
Let go,
Uh,
let go.
Veronica also barely squeaked by, and it wouldn't have been quite so close, but she had, nice little Seahawks defense shit in the bed. Spencer, we already know you won. Oh, you killed your wife. That's sad. Um,
Dead.
and then Sean got a win against Ben, and Dad is he's doing stuff. 97 points, not bad. Beats Andrew, puts Andrew at 5-4.
Dad was very proud of his Taysom Hill pickup.
Well done, Dad. I tried to get Taysom, and I had to opt for Cole Kmet, which actually surprisingly worked out in my favor. Cause Cole, oh no, I'm sorry, that's a different league. I
By
do
the
not
way,
play Cole Kmet.
I would like to file a grievance with the commissioner of this league,
You that would
uh,
be that
myself.
would
But I'm
be you.
absolutely so pissed off that you picked up the Jags defense all around bye week. You fucking asshole! I dropped them, hoping nobody would
Bitches,
notice, and you're like, need.
bitches.
How do you not need that bench spot, bro?
It's not a playable week for me for them anyways because they're playing the number one scoring offense in the league. So
That was why I was like, okay, it's bye week and then a bad matchup. Nobody's gonna pick them up next week. I can do this drop, and then you pick them up like a dick,
don't be
and
dumb,
it.
bro. I'm 6 steps ahead of you. I already know who you're gonna drop 2 weeks from now. And they're on my favorite. They're on my liked for when they hit the waivers. I got
You have like a
notifications.
little flag, like you're watching these
Yeah, I'm
players.
watching players on your team so I know when they get dropped.
This guy's in my head.
All right. Anyway, give us our point winners for this week. Starting off with the greatest one, the first one, please.
Okay, greatest one, first one, most points on the bench.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, high score went to James, who had the highest scoring. I think was
I
what 120, 127, something like that.
120, yeah, just about 127. I want to point out, CJ Stroud gave me 41 points. One of the best, actually the best rookie quarterback, not just fantasy performance, but regular just yardage and in general, of all time. He passed Andrew Luck's rookie yardage record. I would have beat Chris with no quarterback by 4 points or
Damn,
5 points.
don't you
So
don't gotta throw that in,
I'm just
dude.
saying,
All
I'm just
right,
saying, I'm
the
just saying.
wins and
We don't
he's
all have.
already
I'm
dead.
just saying we don't have to be like, James only won because C.J. Stroud had the greatest, quarterback performance ever. No, I would have won with a 0 at my quarterback spot. So anyway, moving on. Who had our low points?
Low points went to Gooby Goob, Gary.
Rip.
Darby had
Or
the low points,
it's bad when his kicker makes it into his top 3 scores with
which
seven
I think
points.
this was one of the
What the hell
higher.
happened? What the
What do
hell
you mean?
happened to his team? I just looked.
Uh,
His kicker had his third highest score with 7 points. I'm loading up his team. Isaiah Pacheco 6, Jamar Chase 6, DK Metcalf 5, Thielen with 5, Bills defense 0. That's rough, bro.
well, part of the problem is
Oh
the
God,
Seahawks.
Geno Smith too.
Yeah, the Seahawks just laid an absolute fucking goose egg against the Ravens.
He had 2 Seahawks on his team.
Yeah.
Shannon cameo too. Let's go.
Um, Garrett also gets a half point for smallest point differential. Him and V both get a half point for that.
I'm looking at them
With
right
a
now.
shout out to Mom and Beth, who also had a very close game.
Yeah.
0.64 versus 0.82 point differential. So
Yeah, so this one that we're looking at right now was a .64 point differential. So Veronica won by a little more than a half a point. So kiss your players goodnight, Veronica, because they did their job. So they got their extra like 6 yards that they needed.
I can't speak to how Garrett and V's ended, but I know Mom literally had to wait till Sunday night against Beth, and if the Bills just managed to get their kicker into a position to get like another
Oh
extra
yeah.
point, probably would have
See, that's
beat Mom.
what's worse. Let's pretend you're Elizabeth here, waiting for Tyler Bass to kick one more field goal and make it so that you can win. Is that worse than being on mom's side and just hoping that the kicker doesn't get into range to be able to kick a field goal? What's the worst side to be watching? It's
Uh,
easier to
um,
root for the kicker, right? Versus like, oh my God, please no, don't let them get closer. They're gonna kick a field, right? Isn't that more panic?
I think if I'm going into the week
All
or to
she
the
needed was an
into
extra
the
point. They could have scored a touchdown and then
yeah, I
kicked an
know.
extra point.
I think if personally for me, I would already be like kind of writing it off as an L if I had my kicker as my last person. So I'd be less stressed. I think if I had to worry about my kicker being the thing that saves me, I'd just be happy it happened at that point.
Mm, fair enough. Where'd we leave off? We're on scrimmage yards.
Yeah, scrimmage yards went to me with CD Lamb going off for almost 200.
Oh, I want to show everybody this. Wait, stat muse. That's what it was. You can keep going while I pull this up. So CD Lamb.
Um, Negative points went to Veronica, who started the Seahawks D. We'll refer to the prior comments about the Seahawks goose egg.
Oh, so
And
Veronica's landed on this list a couple times now. One time was for the Dallas defense, and I thought it funny because she played the Seahawks defense because she saw the Dallas had to play the Eagles, and she's like, "Nah, Seahawks are gonna. That's a way better defensive matchup versus the Ravens than Dallas."
mm,
And Dallas ended up with 6 points, and the Seahawks ended up with -3. She still won. She scraped by half a point, but still, I just thought
skin
that
of
was
her
funny.
teeth.
She keeps. It's not like it was the wrong decision, I don't think, but like defenses are oh they're just that's why I want to kick defenses and kickers out and just add 2 more flex positions. Be more fun. Defenses are so unpredictable.
We're already scraping the bottom of the barrel for waiver wire. What
You're
do you mean
right.
add
You're
up in
right. We
your
have to keep.
flex?
What if we do? Hear me out. Super flex. and then people will draft differently because you can have 2 quarterbacks starting. It's a conversation for the offseason, so doesn't matter right now. But
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. We could put it up to a vote. Norwegian Cruise Line wants me to go on a cruise.
I mean, I want to go on a cruise. They haven't reached out to me free, so anyway.
And then most bench points went to Nathaniel, who, like, once again,
What?
believe did not set his
You're,
lineup.
no, you're wrong. I told you that was you. Nate
Oh,
almost got it.
okay.
Shh,
It was me, but
co-host.
almost a point for Nate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Spencer had 53.62, and I think Nathan had 52 point something or other. Let's see what Nathan had.
I wrote me, but then I wrote
52.74.
Nate to make a comment about Nate, and I just read it wrong. So that's just me not reading my notes correctly.
Okay. If you want to see this, Spencer, you'll have to actually watch the podcast. I'm putting up a little website here. This website is called statmuse.com. This is how I look to see who has the most scrimmage yards. You can see CeeDee Lamb right here, 191. And then it was after that Noah Brown with 153, Amari Cooper, 139, Keaton Mitchell, 134, and Dalton Schultz with 130. Now, CeeDee, Noah, Amari, and Dalton Schultz were all or are all on the Cowboys at one point. Like CeeDee's there right now, or used to be. Noah Brown used to be, and Dalton Schultz also used to be on the Cowboys. So they pulled up that stat, and people just thought it was hilarious that like 4 of the top 5 scrimmage yards leaders for this week were all previously on the Cowboys at one point. They're like, we could have had all the. They just got rid of a
Very
couple
interesting.
of them. So. Look, Saquon made it there. He's like top 10. Good job, buddy. Rip to the Giant season. Always next year, right? Let's get rid of that. Dog. All right, we gotta probably move along to our picks. We're already at 12 minutes, so we gotta rapid fire through these. Ready, Freddy?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go back to goal way we were doing it, where I start with the me versus whoever. So this is me versus Dad this week, and Dad's been on kind of the up and up, but see, I got two of my running backs on bye, so I'm not feeling great about my odds. I almost want to pick Dad here, but I have too much pride, so I'm just myself.
Damn, and the up and coming Raiders against the New York Jets horrific offense. I'm taking Dad. Fuck yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. See if Baker Mayfield can repeat against the Tennessee Titans. All right, I picked me. You picked Dad. We got Shannon versus Mom next. What are you thinking? Patrick Mahomes on bye.
Dak's playing us.
Oh my God, I didn't even see that Dak was on her bench.
I don't know. This one's gonna be closer.
This is actually like I think the first, or if this isn't the first, I must have picked her on like week 1 or something. But I'm gonna go with Shannon. And I'm gonna call the total. Shannon's gonna put up 94.3, and Mom's gonna put up 91.6. I don't.
Mom gets
Like
ETN back. I'll pick Mom.
Yeah, I figured that was the easier pick. I honestly, until you said that Mom had Dak, didn't realize, and I was like, oh, she's got Pat Mahomes on bye. She's screwed. It's not true. All right, we went opposites again there. Oh, I beat Spencer again, by the way, the picks from last week. Just for.
It was 3-2. We both did terrible.
I won though. I picked more correctly. I beat you. All right, Veronica versus Nathaniel. So I actually picked Nate to win this one, but if he's not sending his lineup, I'm just gonna pivot and pick Veronica. Got this, V. He has Tyreek on bye though. She even have a replacement for Tyreek?
He hasn't even done that much last week or two.
Huh?
Oh, I guess last week he did. This past week he only got 8.5. His lowest score of the season so far, 8.5.
Jesus, must be nice.
I will also take V. I don't
So
see
I'm
Madison having another big week like he did last week.
I know,
And
sitting there. Damian Pierce's been kind of trash, but does have Josh Allen and Stephon. No, that could have a huge week. All right, Sarah versus Garrett. Sarah currently has Gardner Minshew as her starting quarterback. Is she the one that lost Kirko?
yep.
Sense. Why does she have so many Carolina Panthers on her bench? Miles Sanders and DJ Chark. Dogs are barking at something. Who did I pick? I picked Garrett to have a bounce back week here. I don't think Gino and DK are gonna put up the combined 7 points again.
Yeah, Washington's D is pretty shitty. I don't know. I was right picking against Sarah last week. She's got no AJ Brown, but she got. And Adam's probably gonna get locked out of Sauce. Yeah, I'll go Garrett as well.
I'm like temporarily muting myself throughout this because the dogs are. I can't really yell at them properly. You picked
Hey,
Garrett for that one?
you don't do that. Don't do that.
You picked Garrett for that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that might have been our first same pick. This is
No,
a
we
Sean.
both picked V.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I had to pivot on that. That's why. This is a Sean versus Spencer. I mean, hey, listen, if Nate actually sets his lineup, I'm happy to switch my pick back to him. But if he's not setting his lineup, I listen to there. Sean versus you. I
I'm a little nervous about this one. I'm not gonna lie. I
Are
lost
you?
Goddard. I got.
I'm looking at your lineup right now with 2 empty spots, and I'm still pretty confident in your roster with Herbie and Allen, and then CD's been pretty good, and Henry and Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison might take a little bit of a hit because of Josh Dobbs or whatever his name is taking over, but I mean, he's still the only wide receiver there right now, really, until Geddes comes back. Powell.
Yeah, I know. I think honestly, to tell you the truth, he kind of got an uptick when Dobbs came in rather than whatever that Hall dude was trying to throw to him. He had like
Yeah,
0 points, and then that dude
yeah.
got hurt, and all of a
The
sudden he ended with like 8 or 9 points.
the fact that man's this dude comes in here, this freaking guy who studied like rocket science, learned hasn't even learned any like hardly any plays in the playbook yet. He got there like 5 days before that game, and ends up beating. What were they playing? The Bucks? Is that who they beat?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. So
I
hard. It's
did you
impossible
see
to
the?
not root for that guy.
I know. I told that to mom. I was hanging out with him this past weekend. I told the mom, I was like, "Yo, this dude's been traded twice and is starting both these games immediately after. Doesn't know his teammates.
Yep.
They showed a clip of him on the sideline. He's like trying to.
He's learning
He's
everyone's
like
names, dude.
he's like playing. He's like got the entire O line surrounding him. He's like, okay, this is how my cadence works. He goes, hut, 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 hut. He's like showing them. He's like, this is how I do it. And like they're like, okay, okay. Like they had never even like met the dude yet. Like he's trying
Oh
to like.
man. Okay, I'm a Vikings fan for the end of the season because I mean you can't root for the Giants anymore. Like, man, I can root for them to like have good plays and stuff, but like we're not doing anything. We might win,
They've
maybe.
said the emotional toll that this rooting for this team takes on me is.
We might squeak in one more sneaky win against someone. I don't even know who, but other than that, it's over. Anyway, I picked you for this matchup against Sean.
I will take. You know what? I don't know. He's starting so many Cowboys against us. That's the smart play, Sean. I'll take this. I'll take Sean.
I mean, they can't all have a trillion points, can they? Anyway,
I don't know.
uh,
Our team looked like we gave up last week.
well, yeah, I mean, just lost the quarterback. Anyway, maybe they'll be a little bit better when they come in with a game plan specifically for DeVito instead of having him come in as a backup. You know, if they actually scheme stuff for him. in practice and whatnot. Anyway,
Somebody said there's a chance for starting Barkley.
what?
Not Saquon.
Oh,
Sorry,
Matt Barkley.
Matt
Matt Barkley.
Barkley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it could be. See what happens. They signed some other dude too, who's been on like 5 different teams in the past like years. Something Eason, Jacob Eason.
Oh, yeah. I heard of
Um,
that dude.
he's younger, so maybe he is something. I don't know. Andrew versus Ben. Ben's 1-8, so I feel bad, but I'm picking Drew.
I picked Ben 2 weeks in a row and I was wrong both times.
Oh, this
So
is
for
the
some
one.
reason,
This is the one.
yeah,
This is
I
the
know.
one.
A third time's the charm. I'm going Ben.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, last one. Elizabeth versus Chris. Oh, sorry by the way if we just kind of skimmed by your matchup, but I didn't know if there was much to be talked about there. I think you had an unlucky week last week. I think he'll just bounce back this week against a 1-8 Ben team. So, Elizabeth versus Chris. Chris had a rough week. I'm not gonna lie. He put up like 81 with his stacked ass team. He gets back Debo this week. But he does have Cooper Cup on bye, Tua on bye, Jeff Wilson's whatever, and Rashee Rice on bye. I ended up picking Chris for this one still. Keep in mind, Beth gets CMC back and also has Jalen Hurts on bye.
Yeah, she gotta pick up a QB. What's Jalen? Is he he's second on the year so far.
Shit,
God
yeah,
damn, he
she's
has been absolutely dominating, man.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of her success this year. So this might just end up being an L solely because of the quarterback situation. She's got Matt Stafford out, but she can just put him on IR, and he's on bye as well. Not a whole lot of pickings on the waiver wire though, as far as quarterbacks go. She can start the backup Rams quarterback or something. Oh, you know what? Pick up Carson Wentz, Beth. He's on the Rams now. He'll probably end up starting on Sunday.
Think? I don't think so. There's
Probably
no
not.
way.
Probably not. Probably not.
I'll take Chris too. He has too good of a team to not pick Chris.
Sweet. That should wrap it up. We kind of went overtime. We're at 22 minutes right here, so hopefully watch it all the way through, guys. All right. You better. I'll know if you
Yeah.
don't.
Shout out to Aunt Jackie, our true only fan.
Yeah, let's go, Aunt Jackie. We love you. See y'all next week. Goodbye.
Deuces.